What is a public hearing? At the City of Calgary, members of City Council regularly discuss and vote on matters that impact the public during council meetings. Public hearings allow you, as a member of the public, to express your opinions on those issues to City Council. A wide range of topics and issues can affect Calgarians, from land use, city bylaws, budget, and major projects like the Green Line, to social issues such as anti-racism and accessibility. You are welcome to present your views in person or remotely, or submit a written comment for a public hearing item. Whether you choose to participate in a public hearing in person, remotely, or by submitting a written comment, the City is committed to public hearings that are accessible, inclusive, and user-friendly. How are public hearings advertised? You may find out about upcoming public hearing items by going online at calgary.ca. Public hearing items related to planning and development, such as land use amendments, are also published on calgary.ca. Development notices are also posted on or near sites with a land use or development application, and notice letters from the City are sent by mail to affected residents. How do I participate in a public hearing? Once you have found a public hearing item you would like to speak to or submit a comment on, complete and submit the online public submission form. Your comments must focus on the subject matter of the public hearing item, and your submission must include your name and contact information. If you wish to have your written material or your presentation distributed or displayed during the public hearing, you must send your material to the City Clerk electronically before the start of the public hearing. Once your online form is received, you'll receive a confirmation with instructions on how to participate in the public hearing. An endorsement statement on anti-racism, equity, diversity, and inclusion is published on the online public submission form for public hearing registration. It's expected that participants will behave respectfully and treat everyone with dignity and respect to allow for conversations free from bias and prejudice. Tips for submitting a comment or presenting. There are several tips to help prepare for your public hearing item. Number 1 is to establish your goals for the public hearing presentation. Knowing your goals will keep your message clear. Number 2 is to keep your presentation concise, explaining why you support or oppose a recommendation. Be sure to keep your presentation and comments limited to the matter contained in the report and to the recommendations being discussed. Number 3 is, if you're presenting in person, rehearse your presentation to ensure that it's within the 5-minute maximum time limit. Remember, public hearing council meetings are recorded, and written comments become a part of the City's permanent corporate record. Be sure you do not include any personal information that you would not want to disclose to City Council or the public. The rules of conduct when speaking at a public hearing are to come forward to the podium or acknowledge the chair when your name is called. Speak directly into the microphone or telephone, and clearly state your name and whether you're representing a business or group. Public Hearing Day. On Public Hearing Day, proceed to the Council chambers on the second floor of the Municipal Building. Everybody entering Council chambers is screened by security to ensure the safety of all those present at meetings. Once inside the Council chamber, you may sit in the public gallery and wait for your turn to speak. For remote, phone-in participants, dial the Public Hearing Council meeting phone number that was sent to you in your confirmation email and place yourself on mute until you're called to speak by the chair. It's a good idea to arrive at the Municipal Building or dial in at least 2 agenda items before the item you're speaking on. You can follow along with the live agenda or on the meeting live stream on calgary.ca, Council and Committee webcasts. Once the public hearing section of the agenda begins, each item on the agenda will be discussed and voted on separately by City Council. The flow of each public hearing is: first, City Administration will introduce the item. Second, the development proponent or applicant speaks. Third, those in favor of the item speak. Fourth and last, Those against the item speak.
Good morning, everyone. We'll start off the public hearing with item 8.1.1, which is a land use amendment in Renfrew.
For each public hearing item, City Administration will first introduce the item. Then, members of the public who have registered to speak will be invited to present.
Good morning, Mayor and members of Council. Item 8.1.1 is a land use amendment to allow for multi-residential development. The subject site is located in the northeast community of Renfrew. Next slide, please.
The chair will open the public hearing for the item and call your name when it's your turn to speak. If you're participating remotely, unmute your device and speak once your name is called.
Good morning. My name is Flynn Watson. Thank you for your time, Mayor and Council. I'm here to speak to item number 8.1.1 on the land use amendment in Renfrew. I believe this development would be a good addition to the neighborhood because it will enhance the streetscape in a positive way and can house commercial uses on the main floor. If you have any questions, I'll remain on the line. Thank you.
After hearing all speakers in favor of the proposed item, the chair will call on those who are against the proposed item to address City Council. Come forward to the podium and speak directly into the microphone or telephone.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. My name is Zaria Doe, and I'm here to speak against item 8.1.1, which is a land use amendment in Renfrew. I have several objections to what is being proposed here. First, I don't believe that there's enough parking for current and future residents. Second, there hasn't been enough consideration to the shadowing of neighboring lots. Next slide, please.
Whether you're in favor or against a proposed item, please be prepared to answer questions from City Council after your presentation.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. I am interested in hearing about the community's views during the information session with the developers. Are you able to provide any insight on that?
Thanks for the question, Councillor Jay. I was able to attend both of the information sessions that were held by the developer, and the community residents all voiced their concerns about inadequate parking, the traffic pressure, lack of protection of mature trees in the area, just to name a few. Unfortunately, not many of these concerns were addressed, and residents felt that there was a lack of transparency in the process. Thank you.
Once you've answered any questions from City Council, you may return to your seat or exit Council chambers. Or, if participating remotely, you can disconnect from the phone bridge. If you wish to, you may continue to follow along and watch remaining items on the live stream. Once all public hearing participants have had a chance to speak, the chair will close the public hearing and City Council may ask City Administration more questions.
Can someone from administration be able to answer whether the transportation assessment was based on the original 8-unit dwelling or the current 16-unit dwelling?
Thank you for the question, Councillor Perez. Our team looked at the current proposal for 16 units and made its assessment based on the land use and the potential of the land use, which would be up to 17 units.
After questions, City Council will debate and vote on the item. City Council can vote to approve an item. They may make changes to an item and then approve the item through readings to a bylaw or voting on a resolution. Or City Council may vote against the item. Whichever decision City Council makes about a public hearing item, hearing the public's opinion is an important part of the process. After the public hearing, all official council and council committee video and meeting minutes are posted online following the meeting at calgary.ca/agenda minutes. High-profile items may be publicized in the media, through news channels, or social media. The vote on an item is final unless otherwise decided by City Council. If you have any questions, you may follow up by email to the City Clerk's office. Public hearings are an important part of our democratic system, and hearing the public's views is a valuable part of the decision-making process at City Hall. Participating in a public hearing is an opportunity to voice your opinion before a decision is made and help City Council make an informed decision. We hope that this video encourages you to participate in or attend an upcoming public hearing. If you need more information, the City Clerk's office is available to assist you. Please visit our Legislative Services site online or contact the City Clerk's office.